this. FTW Broadcasting here for the win. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm so excited to bring you this next GosuCast. It's between two super Starcraft 2 ballers. My name's AWOL, and I'm bringing you the GosuCast every week. Hopefully, I'll be able to bring you about 3 of these a week. Let's dive right into it and bring up the name tab. OGS MC versus Liquid Jinro. We're looking at Jinro right here, as he is traditionally a Terran player. You're already familiar with him, though, I'm sure. His real name is Jonathan Walsh, and he's from Sweden, and he is obviously a member of Team Liquid, and he was the champion of MLG Dallas back in 2010. He's Code S, and I looked up his info on SC2 ranks, and it's irrelevant because he uses so many accounts, including Korean accounts, of which he's playing a Korean match right now versus MC, so that's very, very good. He has a safe playstyle, and he's known for his cloak banshees and his constant harassment and multitasking. He's a very, very difficult player to keep up with. There are going to be so many drops, so if I miss any drops or any harassment this game, I apologize, guys. And we're going to see that Supply Depot straight into racks with the placement a bit further back into his base this game from Jinro. Bit typical of Terran players these days. He is up against a Protoss player, which he knows he's going to be up against one because he is up against MC. MC's probe is coming over right now to scout, heading right to the correct base already. Let's talk about MC a little bit. If you aren't familiar with him already, he does have his gas as well as his gateway. Both the players are kind of hanging back, kind of have that hang back position. I can understand a Protoss player doing that. But I don't know about a Terran player versus Protoss. Those lots can just march right into your base, but he's proer than I, so we won't question him too much. Pylon here back along the back mineral line. Alright, OGS MC, a member of Team OGS. He's got so many freaking nicknames because he's so popular. Jinro, by the way, immediately scouting the right base as well. So both of these players very lucky this game with their scouting. Either that or they're very Gosu and going to get a good eye at everything. Uh-oh, he's going to spot that double gas. Double gas has been spotted by Jinro, so he's got some information there. What is his boy MC teching up to? I don't know. MC's nicknames include Flounder, Suicide Toss, Kratos Protoss, Protoss President, and my favorite, President Toss. Very, very good. He's from South Korea. He's 20 years old, and he's the first player ever to have 2 GSL titles to his name. Yes. And he's got crazy ceremonies whenever he wins, too. I don't know if you've watched videos of him. 2 protection marines here at the top of the ramp. Going to kill this probe if he tries to get him. Immediately, Jinro is going to bunker, so he's not worried about walling off. He doesn't want to get it sniped off by stalkers. He doesn't want to get picked off by some sentries, getting some units split off here. He's just going to bunker up right here. Not too horrible of an idea. We're seeing barracks with Tech Lab straight into factory, so maybe we're going to see a factory switch over. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. He does only have 1 gas right now, Liquid Jinro, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Very, very popular right now. I mean, as if it weren't always popular, but so many Terran replays I'm casting. Stalker coming in here, applying massive pressure to these Marines. Marine number 1 died already. Marine number 2 barely escapes by getting into the bunker. Let's talk about this with OGS MC. MC is known. He is well known for his Stalker control and mechanics. Stalker control and mechanics. If you're looking for the best Blink Stalker play, by the way, MC has saved up to some minerals and is dropping down his natural expansion right now. So he is expanding before his Terran buddy, Jinro. And when I say buddy, these guys really aren't, they might be actual friends, but they aren't buddies this game. This is a best of 3 series in the Stars War game series. So if you guys are looking for a game 2, there's guaranteed to be a game 2. Look down in the video description below. Also, I have a link at the end of this video for you guys to click. 2 Stalkers just chilling here at the front of the base, but a Hellion's getting in here. And by the way, Hellion's surprisingly effective versus Stalkers early game. Gotta be honest with you there. And this Hellion is just blocking him off. You're cutting off the pathway here, the walking pathway here for the Stalker. The Stalker's pissed off. You would think that he could just step over him, but he can't. 2 Hellions now applying lots of pressure. I was just watching a TLO stream the other day, and he was talking about how effective Hellions are versus Stalkers early game, they're pretty decent, actually. The Hellions getting right up the ramp, able just, that mobility is such a factor. Not to mention they do okay damage. And now that the Marauders are in the game, MC's forced to pull the probes off the line to deal with these Marauders. One Marauder has been split off, but is applying damage here to this Stalker here on the low ground. These probes are going to have to make the difference. This Stalker, this Marauder rather, is in bad shape, but they did a decent amount of damage, and Jinro's SCV tried to go FTW there, but got pushed away by MC just because he was able to reinforce. The main raiding of probes has occurred as this expansion is now up and running. Supply counts are fairly even. Do want to take a look at the income tab just to kind of see how it looks once you immediately Maynard over, and it looks like Jinro is still ahead by a little bit. It's pretty much dead even at this point, folks. Dead even, as the harvester counts, both players are still working on getting more harvesters. Let's take a look up in that production tab. There's those Banshees for Jinro that I was talking about earlier. So well known for the Banshee harass. One Banshee already coming out, queued up to move across the map, and the cloak is on the way, so that should be done in about 25 additional seconds. We have another, we have the same factory from earlier doing a little switch up here, as well as an additional command center. So this is sort of a modified 1-1-1 build. With an additional racks here. Very, very popular. This has been what we've been seeing in the other GosuCasts that we have seen thus far. We've seen, here we go, we got a robo facility up for MC, pumping out that observer. Great idea, going to be great timing, hopefully, for him to push off this Banshee, because here comes the Banshee starting to harass these probes. This gas, he's hitting the gas, now he's getting the probes, and Stalker's going to do decent damage. There's the cloak, coming in just in time. Perfect timing by Jinro on that, but perfect timing on the observer as well. Will this Banshee be able to? No, he does not escape. He gets taken down to Chinatown. I always say Chinatown. I hope no Chinese people are offended by that, but my parents would always say that, and they have taught me that that is a great phrase to use, so I'm going to continue to use it. A probe here from OGS, MC. I'm going to try to just say MC. Just say MC, AWOL. Just say MC. MC's probe is here. He's going to spot out this command center if and when it flies over, as it is completed right now. Is it going to lift off? Is it going to move over? Do it. You better do it soon. Income tab. Looks like MC is pulling ahead in the income. He's got 11 more harvesters right now. Jinro, what you doing? Anyway, we got the starport lifting off and dropping down over here. And additional racks. So it looks like it's going to be a 4 racks 1-1-1. Very, very good. And let's take another look at MC's build that he's got going right now. Additional gateways. So it looks like we have a 5-gate robo. 5-gate robo. And looks like there's a bit of a timing push here from MC as he's going to go ahead and pull back. He's going to pull back and just send over the observer. He's going to be more conservative right now. Probably a good idea considering his army is just sentry heavy. And I know a lot of players like to do heavy sentries early game, but you know, sentries don't do that much damage. But I am not here to tweak on MC's play, as he is far more Gosu than I could ever imagine being. This observer dropping in the middle of Jinro's base. Note to Protoss players, see what that observer's doing? Nothing. Yes, make your observers do that. He is doing nothing. And if you move him around, your opponent will spot it, as he is moving it around right now. Just kind of drop it into place here. As long as it stays still, your opponent might forget about it. And I don't know if Jinro even knows that this is here, or if he wants to waste a scan on it. We're seeing a lot of medevacs here, and heavy Marauders. Jinro anticipating lots of armored units, really anticipating probably those Stalkers that we normally see out of MC. Marauders rip them to pieces with their concussive shells as well as their stim packs, so very, very good. Going to pull up the production tab because I am a noob caster. Looks like we have Colossi on the way here from MC, as he does have the extended thermal lance upgrade being brought in, so it looks like a semi-death ball is forming here from MC. Colossus will be pretty effective against Marauders, pretty effective, but if you stim up and you get in close, Colossus melt. They melt in no time. Looks like the probe's up here on the high ground. Yep, for the proxy pylon, pretty standard to apply pressure on Metalopolis thusly. Metalopolis has got to be a bitch to live in because of battles like this happening on your roof every day. There are all kinds of force fields splitting off the Marauders. The Marauders are split between 2 different locations as this Colossus is not going down. He's pulling back right now, and he is going to survive, and Jinro forced a quadruple GG out there. Oh my, Jinro just got too much pressure. Those Marauders were just not enough. They were not enough, and what happened here? I mean, MC really pulled away in the supply count, and I think that has a lot to do with his economy being up and running a bit longer. Well, 10 of that supply was harvesters. Really, it just comes down to splitting off with the force fields, the fact that the Colossus was in play, and Jinro just didn't have the higher tech units out yet. It looks like he was just going too heavy on the Rax units, and as soon as more Colossi would have come in to reinforce, if we want to take a look at the production tab, another Colossus was about to pop, as well as extended thermal lance. Yeah, it pretty much was GG for Jinro. Only Vikings could have saved him at that point, and his expansion would have gone down. So folks, let's take a look at the top 3 most Gosu moments of the match. Here we go at the 5-minute and 40-second mark. I was talking about how Hellions actually aren't that bad versus Stalkers early game, and let's check it out. Let's check out this micro. Blocking up the Stalker. The Stalker's so pissed off. He's like, get out of my way. I'm just trying to walk here. As another Hellion comes in to reinforce. Double Hellion. Will this Stalker survive? Just blocking off that pathway. Just having all that extra APM. Having all that extra APM to just micro your Hellion just so. Jinro so good at multitasking and so good at harassing. Loves the Hellions, loves the Banshees, and very good by him. These Hellions do eventually go down, but there's a whole lot of pressure that is applied by these Hellions. They do get their money's worth out of it as these probes are forced to pull off the line. That was Gosu by Jinro. Nice early game harassment, putting OGS MC back on his heels. Unfortunately, his heels were full of this expansion, and his economy ended up pulling away. Let's take a look at Gosu moment number 2. All right, here we are at the 8-minute and 10-second mark. Liquid Jinro with that Banshee that we were talking about earlier. He loves the Banshee harass. His cloak is about to complete in 5 seconds. But look at the production tab. That Observer is also about to complete in 10 seconds. MC with the super Gosu timings. These players, this isn't just chance that he happened to build an Observer at that timing. It is on purpose. Fabulous timing by MC, allowing him to get that Observer out so these 3 Stalkers can take that Banshee down to Chinatown. He knows what Jinro's up to. He's seen Jinro play. Jinro is world-renowned at this point. Really hot in the Korean scene as well, as Jinro is starting to get his groove on. He kind of fell back a little bit. He's starting to really get back into it. Fabulous timing there by MC, knowing that those harassment Banshees were a possibility, making sure that Observer was out at the 9-minute mark. That was Gosu. Good job, buddy. Let's move into Gosu moment number 3. I lied. I'm going to do Gosu moment 2B. Gosu moment 2B. This was an additional Banshee that was applying pressure. I did not cover this during the match. And here he comes over here to apply pressure to this pylon. Jinro, additional Banshee harass. Will he go down? Oh, he does. He does go down. Gosu moment 2B. Yes, MC gets credit for that one. That Observer really paid for itself. If he didn't have that out, it's such a fabulous timing, he would have been boned. Let's move into Gosu moment number 3. All right, as soon as the Colossus comes out at the 12-minute mark, we see MC putting down the proxy pylon and bringing out all the forces. He's got sentries, he's got zealots, he's got stalkers, he's got Colossus. There's no Vikings up in the sky. This timing is an amazing timing push here from MC. As this Colossus survives, which it does, it causes Jinro to completely GG out there. Jinro only had Medivacs and Marauders. Too much versatility on MC's army. That was Gosu. I mean, really, just took him down. And that extended thermal lance upgrade was about to finish. MC completely overpowered. All right, here comes the trophy awarding ceremony. Who's going to win the trophy this match? Well, I've determined that these players do not actually want a cheap trophy from me, so I am going to award the trophy to myself. Oh, yeah. That trophy tastes so good. I am such a Gosu commentator. Oh, man, do I deserve that trophy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for that trophy. Really, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the recognition. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring up the heart slide. Don't forget that there is a game number 2. There is a game number 2. Click that link up there in the top left-hand corner if you want to see some more Gosu action from these 2 super high-profile StarCraft 2 players. If you want to see more Gosu casts, click down there in the bottom right-hand corner. And if you want to see our YouTube channel, click down there in the bottom left-hand corner. We also do Star Wars, Fun or Not, TROLLCASTs, as well as some other content. So there's going to be a secret show coming out here from Danny, and hopefully we'll do some Let's Play soon. I'm really hoping on that. So stay tuned to our channel for that. And most importantly, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, click in the center of the heart to subscribe. Please tell your friends about us on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, on the forums. We really need your help to spread the word about FTW Broadcasting. We really aren't growing that much. Our channel has almost been around for a year, and we could really use your help spreading the word about us. A lot of you guys say, how come your channel isn't that big? And really, we need your help. We promote ourselves as much as we can, but we aren't going to be spammers. So if you guys could help us out there, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and let's dive right into Game 2. Gonna outro the beatbox.